This week's episode, sorry for spoilers, but Darth Vader returns and he shows and reminds everyone why he is the Dark Lord of the Sith. So let's get on it. If you guys are ready, I'm not ready. Let's talk Star Wars. Start the transmission.
Rebellions are built on hope.
And welcome to another episode of Radio Rebellion, a Star Wars podcast. I'm your host, Alberto Calderon. Over there is your co-host, our friend, Optimus Prime, Oti. How are you
Optimus
doing today,
Prime.
Oti? Welcome back to the Rebellion on this Star Wars Saturday.
Yeah, happy to be back talking new Star Wars and anticipating new Star Wars.
It's kind of funny, right? It's been a while since being able to say we're just finishing a Star Wars. There's another Star Wars coming up in less than 2 weeks.
Yep.
All right, it's gonna be awesome. Thank you for anyone and everyone joining us today here on this Saturday pre-Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in this galaxy, and of course the galaxy far, far away. And if you believe the government, there's UFOs out there. So happy birthday to all the weird alien mothers that might be out there. But I don't know where we're going with this. But thank you for being here.
Star Wars is big on moms, so
yeah, it is
congrats.
very big on moms. All right, thank you again.
No moms in well, there is one mom in Maul. But...
Maul, who she showed up once. The Lawsons or Riley's mom. Can't remember if she had a name, but she's there. Like this video if you're watching now, later, whenever. Comment down below and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes when they drop. And give us a rating, review, 5 stars. We'll love to see them on the audio podcast, wherever you might catch them. So thank you again to everyone joining us throughout this journey of Maul, Shadow Lord. Oti, the Mando and Grogu IMAX special screening came. I know you unfortunately couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you, but it happens. It happens.
I don't feel sorry for myself. So the thing that happened was Tony's baby was due this week.
Oh, wow.
So he and I were going together. The baby was actually born today.
Congratulations to our friend Tony.
Congrats, Tony. So I knew he wasn't gonna go because
yeah, your own baby was.
The baby was on Wednesday. The baby was due on Wednesday, but he kept me there until the last minute. I was like, no, we're gonna go. And 2 hours before we were supposed to go, he was like, I don't think I'm gonna go. I was pretend to be shocked.
Yeah, right.
So, anyways, all this to say, I would have had to stand in line for 3 hours because the line opened at 4 and the showing was at 7, and I was like, I don't want to stand in line for 3 hours to watch 27 minutes of a movie I'm gonna watch in 2 weeks alone. Because if you're hanging out with someone, then whatever, it's fun.
Yeah.
But alone by myself, no, thank you. So no, I did not go to the.
Yeah, if it was the premiere or something or a special showing that you have to wait 3 months.
If it had been the whole movie, I would have been there since 2. But for 27 minutes,
Yeah.
And here's the thing: there was no assigned seating, so you had to stand in line because it was this whole first come first serve thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
you might not even get in after 3 hours.
Exactly.
And then you get what everyone happened during the Star Wars Celebration ticket sale and the ticket frustration, which was another pain for everyone.
What happened?
So I'm not going, so I'm just going for what everyone just posted online. So
Tony was in line. Fun fact: I think he didn't get them, or if he did, he didn't buy anything.
So as always, any ticket that you're trying to buy for a sports event, a concert, whatever, even if there's a new toy that's released and you try to buy it as soon as it goes on pre-sale, everyone comes in and all the resellers buy everything. So apparently the tickets for if you were buying the 4-day tickets or the Jedi Master level, you could buy up to 20 The limit was 20, so a bunch of scalpers went in, bought 20. They're already selling them for $8,000 on eBay. So when a lot of people went to buy tickets for the 4 days, they were already sold out. You had to buy single days, which if you buy 4 days, it's $100 extra.
Damn, 20 tickets?
Yeah, again, I'm not there, and everyone's saying this is ridiculous. Why are you letting people buy 20 tickets? You know, no one's really going to buy 20 unless they're going to resell them at an exaggerated price. And that's what happened to a lot of people. They were able to buy. I've got people saying they got Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday. They couldn't get Saturday. And then, plus, of course, the little green man that doesn't move. People were in line again for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. And when they get there to buy, sorry, the tickets you wanted already sold out. Buy something more expensive. So a lot of frustration for people out there trying to get to the 50th year anniversary of Star Wars.
That'll be a big one.
Yeah. So again, I feel sorry again for people that went through all that. I think this happens every time there's a celebration. I've never been in that position of trying to buy tickets, but I'm pretty sure 2 years ago people complained about the whole waiting in line for 2.5 hours. And I guess later that's the panel raffle, that even if you buy tickets, you might not make it to that panel that you want because it's just a raffle. So I think the whole system is kind of weird, but it's nothing.
The system is rigged.
Yeah. Going back to the Mandalorian Grogu screening, no spoilers so far. I'm surprised. I thought people were going to be spoiling things.
I have no idea what was shown. Like, no idea.
Me neither. And I've heard that people say, yeah, it's great. Of course, you're going to see it on the biggest screen. Great action. I don't know what it was about. People seem to be happy, but I guess if you were going, you were probably going to like it anyway. So
yeah, I don't think there was a reality where I stood in line 3 hours, watched the 27 minutes, and came out like, I'm concerned for this movie.
Yeah. Force yourself to like it.
I don't know if you mentioned this in the prior weeks, but I did watch the 3-minute thing from Hulu.
Okay. Yeah, I watched it.
It was that John Wick scene in the ad that it was pretty cool. So I did watch that.
Dude, it's so fun, which is what I want from this movie. I know that some of the, not the acting, some of the delivery of some of the lines might be a little bit stale. I don't care. I think the way it was kind of edited for that 3 minutes, there's scenes that are kind of missing.
Yes, I kind of noticed that.
Yeah, I seen that Grogu tapping off his helmet like 20 times. I still loved it watching it in action.
Oh, and with the chargers behind them.
Yeah.
So
it looked great. Again, in my 4K TV, Disney Plus resolution, it looked great. So I can't wait to see that in a freaking giant screen. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Look at my new cup that I have here.
I have Friday off that week. Oh, there's Marley. So maybe you'll watch it twice that week.
Ooh, all right. We'll talk about it Saturday. Look, I went to Burger King, dude. Look, I got my special Mandalorian Grogu
dude,
special cup.
I need to send you a video. You know I don't know if it was probably there when you left. In Puerto Rico, there's this Burger King, like if you're going to the airport, not through the bridge,
El Puente Dos Hermanos, was it?
No, El Mocoso.
Oh, Teodoro Moscoso, yeah, Dos Hermanos.
Like on the Isla Verde side, there's a Burger King there.
Yes, I remember it fondly because I used to have an apartment my parents had an apartment down there that I know which one.
Okay. So that Burger King, they transformed it into like a Mandalorian thing. Like even inside of it. I'll send you the video later.
Yeah, you gotta send me that. I spent a lot of my youth in that Burger King when I was in the beach in Isla Verde. But anyway, we went today. My son had a basketball game, so we stopped at Burger King. We got, apart from the cup that has all the characters, we got the little Burger King kids meal with all the stuff. Which I was, am I going to keep this? Am I in that point? I don't know, maybe. Well, it's not that great. It's the toy. I'll admit it. The toy is pretty trashy. I didn't even take it out of the bag. Not because I want the memorabilia. I'm probably going to give this away to charity or something. It's a little stormtrooper on a stand.
Like,
it's
actually, like, fast food toys were never great.
Thing is, I remember collecting all the Revenge of the Sith one where they came out. I think it was at McDonald's.
I remember that.
Remember not arguing, but going back to to the counter. Hey, I already have this one. Can you get me another one? So I got that memory. What I didn't get was the kid's crown that they give you. In my car, all our headrests have different kind of fast food, whatever. Most of them are the Burger King kids crown, and there's a Mandalorian one. Dude, we went through the drive-through, and poor guy that was serving us, he couldn't take it anymore. Like, he didn't give me the cup originally. I had to ask for it. He was missing the ice cream. So I'm not even gonna ask for something else because this guy is kind of done with this. So, but anyway, we got everything else. Okay, I got your video. I'll watch it later. We can just post it here. But all right, so yeah, that's it. Kind of a cool recap of Burger King and everything else. Oh, something I just saw about 30 minutes before we started. IMDb has some sort of synopsis for Starfighter. I don't know if you've seen it. I just saw it again like 30 minutes before we started. Okay. And again, I don't know how official this is, if they're just piecing things together. It's like two sentences.
Do you want me to like burst the bubble now or later?
Later. Let me read it. I'm going to get so excited, and then you can burst it. So, according to IMDb, in a rebuilding galaxy, a solitary pilot becomes entangled in a crucial mission as new threats emerge. Their journey may alter the future of the Force itself. Oti, we finally got it. The Starfighter synopsis. Rey is confirmed. Ryan Gosling is going to be the greatest pilot ever. This is the synopsis. What do you got to say about it?
I mean, like, really think about what you just read. It's like a sexy version of everything we know about this movie. There's a pilot. There's the Force involved in some way, shape, or form, and it's kicking us off into the future of Star Wars. Like, no, IMDb is like Wikipedia. Anyone can edit it. So,
all right, yeah, I'm sure I've read other synopses and cast in IMDb for other movies that then get fixed or removed. So I'm not going nuts on this. It just kind of popped up a few minutes ago. I said, let's just read it.
No.
All right, let's go for what we're all here for.
Let's talk about what we do know.
The finale of Maul Shadow Lord. Finally, season 1. I don't want to say finally came to an end. It was a great season. We'll do our recap kind of at the end. But Strange Allies, directed by Stuart Lee and Brad Rao, written by Christopher Yost and Amanda Rose Munoz. And The Dark Lord, directed by Brad Rao and Nathaniel Villanueva, and written by Mike Michenovitz and Brad Rao. Brad Rao was all over this finale. Dude, you know how much I hate giving you props, but last week when we were talking how much Darth Vader we're going to get, I said he will just be a hologram at the end. We won't really have that much to do. And you're like, no, I think he's going to be there for most of it. I think he's going to have a big part. And like, you're crazy. Dude, he was there for the whole finale and a little bit of the previous episode.
He didn't even say one word.
And I love it. I love that he didn't say anything. I've seen people say, no, my Darth Vader speaks. They couldn't get James Earl Jones rights or whatever.
They couldn't AI James Earl Jones' voice.
All right, but I had to represent with my Darth Vader shirt. Before we get, and we're going to start with Darth Vader, of course. Your thoughts on the finale. As you were watching it, how was your mind blown? Was this everything you hoped for?
Okay, no, my mind wasn't blown. I got spoiled on what was going to happen. And also I had seen the posters that one time, so like I knew like this was gonna happen. But still, like it's the kind of thing like I've been saying it, like I wanted to see this, so I was happy that they went there. Like like that moment when they go into the woods and the fog, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be sick. They return, like there's something, she gets pulled, and I'm like,
It's that anticipation, even knowing that it's coming. Because I saw that the character poster that were leaked, but still I didn't know how much of an impact it was gonna have. But then I saw, and I'm not blaming anyone that posted this on social media. It's a big moment. If I go to social media, I know it's I want to say my fault, but I'm kind of putting myself out there to be spoiled. So I saw an image of Vader and Darth Maul fighting, and I kind of tried to unfocus to know, oh, this isn't happening. This is someone just kind of AI or Photoshopping it. And then I saw a second one. Okay, it does happen. So I knew it was coming. But as soon as the Inquisitor said, "Oh, tell him they're going his way" or
Oh,
something like
of
that, I'm
course,
like,
of
"Oh
course.
crap, it's happening." So he was a menace. This is what I wanted for Darth Vader. I wanted him to dominate the battle. And as soon as he showed up, he took over everything. And I love that this is the Darth Vader that we got.
Yes, I a trillion percent agree with this. Darth Vader, uh, you know, like we can do profound things with Darth Vader, like in Obi-Wan, and give him
Sure.
lines and make him a part of the story. But like, I love Vader when he's just a wrecking ball, and I, I remember Tony and I think I've talked about this on the podcast. Tony and I wrote like parts of what Obi-Wan Kenobi movie could be. And I remember telling him like all the time that I wanted Darth Vader to be like Michael Myers in Halloween, just like a force of nature that you just can't stand in his way. And like that's exactly what he was in this episode. And oh my goodness, like the Darth Vader glory of like just seeing him. Like think about everything that happens. He always fights with one hand. Like rarely do we see him do the dual wield. Like it was awesome.
Dude, and like you mentioned, the reveal, right? The Vader's reveal. Every dark side, I'll say, in this show got an excellent introduction from Maul, the Inquisitors, and of course Vader. But Rook Cass goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go up front and kind of clear the area," and you're like, "Okay, she's not coming back." Then she comes back. Oh, there's something out there. This invisible force pulls her away into the maze. We hear the scream. We hear the force choke. And then you heard the breathing before he showed up, which again, 100% you know Darth Vader is coming, but when you hear the breathing, it becomes a reality. Dude, I know maybe we're spoiled Star Wars fans, but there's something about that, and he shows up, turns on the lightsaber, and it's game over from that point. So,
dude, and it's like this part of my point of wanting Darth Vader on this show was like, this is a confrontation we have not seen. And like it's a cool one to actually see. So I feel like it fit everything. Like the cool aspect, the fan service aspect, also the character aspect for Maul. Like he's like Maul knows who that is and what he is and how that relates to Palpatine and how that relates to him. I don't know. I thought it was awesome.
It's one of those few moments that you can say, yeah, this is fan service because people have wondered who will win a fight between Maul and Vader for years, but it also serves the story.
Exactly.
And it is a cool factor, but it serves the story that we're showing because at this point, Maul is a fugitive of the Empire. They send some lackeys to get him. They can't. It's time for the big boss to come and fix things. So of course it makes sense, but it works in all those levels.
So like that's the thing. Fan service has gotten like a bad rap through the years because we've had bad fan service, and bad fan service is, when you do it just for the sake of doing it, right? And like sometimes it can be cool still. Like it doesn't mean like just because it doesn't fit the story doesn't mean it's not cool. But like I like it this way. Like when it just like it all just makes sense for it to happen again. Like that scene in Obi-Wan where he breaks the mask and we get a repeat of the Ahsoka. You can call that fan service. It worked for that story as well. So that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
So then it's Vader versus everyone. Vader one-handed against two Jedi, an ex-Sith, wrecking shop, showing he's just brute force, like you mentioned. He's dominating the battle. I don't want to say he is taking it easy, but at the same time he wants to kill everyone because he's tired of the Inquisitors kind of messing up. And when they have this 3 versus 1 battle, and Maul is does he know who it is? You're no Inquisitor, like what the hell are you? He's still maybe doesn't know that it's Anakin, but probably knows it's his replacement. I don't know. Then Devon saves Maul the same way that Maul saved her from the Inquisitor at the beginning, because Vader was about to chop him pretty early on in that fight, and she comes in, kind of stops the blow with her lightsaber. And I don't know if Maul just gonna give this out to everyone, but I love that Vader went straight to his damaged leg already. Like two swings, okay, your leg is kind of messed up, slash, kind of 3 times. Like, dude, your leg sucks, and you're gonna chop you off in half again because I know what Obi-Wan did to you. I'm just gonna finish the job, but I don't know. It's just something I was seeing Vader that where they try to bring that tempo down on him, it doesn't work, and then he has that kind of Mike Myers, Friday 13 moment, just rushing his hand through the concrete wall.
Yep. Maul has an obsession with bringing down like walls or roofs, because he did it to the Inquisitors, and now he did it to Vader. I don't know.
Yeah. So at one point, Daki kind of sends Devon to help the Lawsons because they're hightailing, trying to get to Dryden Boss, and we'll talk about all that in a little bit on. But another great kind of, when you think about Star Wars, you never thought you would see a Jedi Master like Daki fighting alongside Darth Maul. I know he's not called Maul, but we're gonna think basically a Sith Lord against another Sith Lord. It's something we don't see in Star Wars ever. So just getting that visual and what that means to the story at this point of where the Empire's kind of taken over dispatch of everyone was another cool scene to see those two trying to defend against Vader. Devon is fighting the Inquisitors. We'll talk about that in a minute, but then it used to be 3 against 1, but when the Inquisitors come in, then it's Vader and 2 Inquisitors against a Jedi Master, a Jedi Padawan, and a former Sith. I don't know. It's just the visuals of it. And we talked about this last week, how much you can get away with lightsaber battles in animation. It's going to be hard to top this whole episode.
Yeah, I really like this fight between like the 3 of them, and even going back to like everything that goes on in episode 9, right? Like this is 9 and 10. Okay. Like that moment where they're crossing and we get Maul like destroying this walker by himself. Like it's like an animal. He cuts the leg and he stabs it like from the back side. Like everything we got with lightsabers was cool, and even the fights with the Inquisitors going on. But I did love like the fight between what's the Master's name? Daki? I always forget his name. I funny story, I always call Devon Jackie for some reason.
At least she didn't have that fate.
But anyways, like I love like, because I'm here thinking like, okay, like Daki again. He definitely is gonna die here. Like if the show's gonna go on and Devon is gonna be a key character, he has to die here. So I was just like, how are they gonna do it? Like I was waiting for Maul to like maybe backstab him when he stays behind to take care of him, but like I love how he does it. Like he's fighting Vader and he just like a gentle push, and, like throw him off his balance, and poor Master.
Full Master Iko Daki. We'll give him his full name, or Master Palmer, as you like calling him.
Master Palmer.
So yeah, I always thought one of the Inquisitors was gonna kill him, and that was the way that Maul was gonna use to get Devon to his side. But no, it's Maul knows he's not gonna win that fight. The 2 of them are not gonna be able to defeat Vader. He sees that Devon is getting overpowered by the 2 Inquisitors, so that's who she wants. He wants her as her Padawan, so he needs to decide: I'm gonna die here trying to fight Vader, or should I go help her? Let me just a little. Oops. I kind of push you a little bit, and then good luck. See you later. And then we get Daki again. R.I.P. You did your best, but as soon as he kind of glanced Vader's shoulder, ding, ding, ding. Game's over. We're done playing, and he got stabbed through the heart.
Poor Master.
He lasted more than I thought. He was gonna be done like by episode 6 or 7. So I'm glad he lasted all the way to the end of the season. But
really? You thought they were gonna kill him like so early on?
There's a few scenes, especially when the Inquisitor, I think it was Marok, goes to when they're hiding in the Lawson's apartment and Marok shows up. And like, here he is, he's dead now. But no, he survived that then a couple more times. So I'm glad he went all the way. Right, so let's talk a little bit about Maul's continued corruption of Devon. This is what the show is. We know this is gonna head this way since the show started. He's been planting dreams or messages in Devon's mind.
That was cool.
It was pretty awesome. It's like, yeah, I got something to do. Give me a chance. Give me a moment. Trying passing this weird dream to her to get to this fountain or this statue. Daki sensing that there's a connection between the two of them, so that might make the transition a little bit easier for her to go to the dark side. But I love this scene, and this is when Darth Vader shows up the first time. Daki saying, "Oh, this enemy is different. I fear what my instincts are telling me. A dark lord of the Sith." Then Devon goes, "Oh, how do we defeat it?" Maul, "Oh, we gotta tap into your rage, let it serve you again." Not saying, "Oh, join the dark side," but you gotta give in. Which is, again, those little things he's been planting since the beginning. Still Daki trying to don't give in to those emotions. True power lies in patience and cunning. So again, that devil and angel on Devon's shoulders trying to get her, but I don't know. I like that Maul still trying to slowly bring her to what he thinks is her full realization of her power.
I feel like they played that out well because, like, she is not budging across the season, but like when she does turn at the end, then it fully makes sense, right? And why she would then make the decision not just to like break during the fight, but also then subsequently being like, "Okay, Maul, playing your game, let's go."
Yeah, he gives a little bit of information, not all of it, in terms of Darth Sidious's plan. He basically says, "I was taught by Darth Sidious. He purchased Jedi Order and made himself Emperor. Like, we gotta take the big bad, and we can only do it together." But yeah, he took care of the Jedi, so you should some little anger for that guy also. When Daki dies, she does give in to her rage. We see her go all out against the Inquisitor. Yells out she wants to kill them, which is not a very Jedi thing to say.
No.
And then Maul kind of finalizes his speech. "I will train you, and we will have our revenge."
Yep.
And then she's, "Okay, I'm ready." And I don't want to say the fall of Devon. I guess the fall of Devon has begun.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll talk more how far we think it might go.
You may go far.
We got a couple more seasons to go. But anyway, like you said, throughout the whole season, it's played well. So then when the moment comes, it makes sense. Sometimes it might seem rushed, or hey, she should have turned.
Again.
Oh, let's not go there. "I killed them, and I hate them. They're animals." Inquisitors. So the Inquisitors have always been the detective in the part with Lawson. The detectives, they were hot on their trail. They tried them to their hideout, then to that fountain, to that plant where Maul kind of crushed everything. I love Marok's demeanor when one of the troopers is, "Oh, they went that way," or whatever, and he's like, "What the hell are you? Like, get out of my face." But that part when they're in the subterranean acid lake, and Maul, first Daki kind of senses that something's happening. I love that he says, "Oh, something's going on." Maul kind of turns around. "Oh, what is it? Oh, something's coming." Dude, and they didn't come to talk. They were hauling ass around that corner. Talk about great visuals. I love, we talked about this, that speeder chase. I love that speeder chase. But where they just come through that corner, lightsabers blazing and full-on battle, I was like, oh my God. And they did stuff from that moment on, even before, right, when you said that he attacked that walker. From that moment on, full-on action for an episode and a half. I don't know, just, and the whole scene, that whole battle there, trying to cross the bridge, perfection.
Yep. No, I agree. Like it was just like a very fun episode, like of Star Wars overall. Like,
What I liked also about these two episodes that even yeah, it's just poor action, and sometimes yeah, okay, 30 minutes of lighter if I didn't move the story. Like every action beat and every action scene served to set up the next moment or the next scene, all in favor of the story. So all the writers, directors, producers, everyone involved in this series, especially this season, this last two episodes, really knocked it out of the park.
Yep.
Maul telling Marok, "You're just another pawn of Darth Sidious. He sent you here to kill you. I mean, for you to die like he did me." Like, shut up. I don't answer to Sidious. I answer to Vader, but
he probably doesn't even know who Darth Sidious is.
yeah. Oh, we got a little Maul with the two lightsabers. People are saying that was an homage to Starkiller. So.
Yo, by the way, we got. I thought about you in this moment in the beginning, or was it at the end of the? I don't remember if it was at the end of episode 9 or at the beginning of the 10th episode, but we get a moment of the Duel of the Fates theme, which you're always complaining that they don't use the movie theme.
Yeah, I heard. Where was it? I did hear it, and I want to say it might have been on the second on episode 10, but
it was. I know it was at the beginning or at the end of one of the two episodes.
Okay. And we get a little bit of the Imperial March a couple of times that Vader shows up. Not all the way through, but a few of the initial notes. So yeah, this is when the Inquisitor says, inform him they are heading his way. That's like, okay, we're getting Vader now.
Yep.
But just, again, the visuals of this show have been amazing, along with the music. That scene there where everyone freaking dies. I knew people were going to die this Spybot dies. The other Sabrak, Icarus goes out like a boss. He's dead. They must die.
Poor him.
So kind of finishing up. So they escape from the Empire and the Dryden boss. That kind of started in episode 8. So first, again, the Empire, they have a full planetary curfew. So no one's able to leave their house in morning, afternoon, night. Dryden boss kind of calls, "Hey, I got a proposition. I heard you're in trouble, so I'll pick you up. I'll help you escape. You're gonna kill someone from me. Our boss Rintero, install me as the leader of Crimson Dawn. I'll report to you." And we talked about this when we're wondering who was over Dryden at this point. Was it Maul? Was it someone else? We got the answer. So cool.
Mr. Rintero.
Dude, I've thought so hard. Should I know who this guy is? I don't think we should know who Rintero is at this moment.
No, I don't know.
Cool to have Dryden back.
Yep.
That one of my favorite villains, kind of. People forget about it.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to have like a bigger role in season 2 now.
Yeah.
So he's fully back.
I wish I brought Paul Bettany back for the voice, but it's fine. It worked anyways.
Yeah.
I love, so they reached this armistice fountain, then that vision that Maul sent Devon. He's just, again, I love this Maul because he's more calculating than just the kind of weapon that he was at the other shows.
Yeah.
I think I can use Lawson to an advantage. Oh, maybe you know a better way here. And I was thinking, Lawson, don't be so dumb. I understand you got to escape, but kind of know what's going on, but
yeah, poor Lawson, man.
All right, so they team up. They're going to escape. They reach that plant. Jander comes, and like you said, here comes Maul, the extra diva that he is, kind of dramatic, just dragging his lightsaber to the ground. There's no need to do that. Don't tell people you're here. Well, yeah, he chops up that walker in half. First the leg, and then cuts it right up through the middle, so I don't know.
No, that was fun.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Lawson's poor demise?
So let's talk about Lawson. There was a moment in that acid lake when Lawson is talking to his son, to Riley. "Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't there for you. I tried. Oh, well, this is the most time we spent together in a long time. Ha ha." Like, no, I don't want this to happen.
Yeah.
But we said that Icarus went down like a boss, but Lawson went out just even bossier, if you could.
I'm gonna do it. Did he go out?
Nobody, no death.
Nobody, no death.
I thought about it when I saw it the second time. When I watched it yesterday, grabbing my nose, I'm like, we don't see blaster bolt hit him. He just walks into the mist.
Yep.
I'm gonna say he's dead. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think me too. But like, they could have shown him die.
and they show everyone else. Even Spybot got a little treatment with his death and Maul kind of looking sad.
Yeah. Oh, that was actually kind of sad.
You know what? I don't care because he killed Probe Droid a couple of episodes earlier. So no, Spybot, I loved you. No, yeah, die. You don't kill my droids.
Oh, I'm sorry, Edward. I forgot about that.
It's fine. I'll mourn them. Lawson. So I didn't think Lawson was gonna die. When you bring someone like Warner Mora to this show, he says he would love to play this character in live action. Again, it can be before. I thought he was gonna keep going. I thought Riley was gonna die before the show started. For some reason, kind of walk back from it. I didn't think they were gonna kill Lawson. If this was a series finale, then okay, maybe. But for season 1, I was surprised. But now it's a good dilemma for, like, everyone lost their parental figure, right? Devon lost Daki, lost her master. Riley just lost her dad, his dad. His mom is working with the Empire, which are the enemies. So both of them are kind of lost right now. I have two. Freaking Maul is your father figure now.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting. And Rook Cass is gone. So it's just him and Dryden Boss. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I like that by the end, like, this turned out to be like a huge origin story, basically, for her character, in a way, if you think about it.
It's the I'll say reverse. Found family that we always talk in Star Wars, the Rebels crew, Mandalorian Grogu. Now this found family of...
It's a version of found family.
Yeah. Yeah, not reverse, a different version. That's the word.
Not a great version, for sure.
Oh, man. When Darth Maul is your...
Yeah, you got problems when Darth Maul is your father figure.
Yeah. Vario's still alive. I love that Lawson pointed this. He said at one point, Vario, I'm frankly amazed you are still alive. It's been missing since episode 1. What is this guy?
Since episode 1? Wow.
When he went to meet the other gangster, I forgot his name, the big guy, I thought it was going to be the other way. I thought, okay, Vario, that fish guy in his mecha suit, as soon as he walks out, he's going to die. He's been around this long. And, I mean, he got Crimson Dawn, so I guess he had something to do.
That sneaky guy.
So these are the comedic elements, even in a two-parter like this finale that was so action-packed, so dark, if you want to say you're adult. And we mentioned this before, it's Star Wars, still have those kind of childish comedic elements. That one was funny. I love Two Boots, again, when they're in this acid lake. And, this is toxic waste from the city that gets dumped down here. So like, this is illegally disposed of. I will write a report immediately. Like, dude, like, read the room.
Read the room, man.
I know you're a freaking fascist out there, but on the run. At least he went like, it's not important right now. All right, so before we go to some season 1 highlights, Oti, what stood out apart? I mean, we're going to talk more about Darth Vader and everything, but what stood out from this whole season?
Darth Vader. No,
remember when your Tony was here saying, Darth Vader is played out. We don't need more of him. That guy.
Silly Tony. That's why he's at the hospital and not here.
Now we'll wish him the best.
Yep.
Quick sidebar, talking about babies. My nephew had a daughter on May 4th. So now we have a May 4th baby on our family. So
that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
My brother said he tried to get his son to change her name to Leia, but to Padme, but it didn't work.
Okay.
I understand why. Anyway, go ahead. Highlights from season 1.
I feel like overall, the show overall is a highlight. The show was great. I had no complaints with it. I feel like the biggest highlight for me is the show was exactly what I wanted. Like, it was a cool Maul story, but at the same time, it was focused on, like, they anchored it in other things to make him. It's funny because the show is about him, but the story not really. At least so far, it's
Mhm.
it's been. That's why I say it's kind of like an origin story, but it, I don't know. It's still it was great. I'm very happy. I'm very excited for like what season 2 looks like.
Yeah. I think I don't say it's a problem, but I think when Star Wars kind of name shows, sorry, name shows based on characters, it
Yeah.
gives people a different expectation what the show might be. So we got Book of Boba Fett, Kenobi, Maul, Andor. But when you go like Skeleton Crew, even the Acolyte, even if unfortunately it's canceled, it can be whatever it is. So it's not just a Darth Maul show.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you 100% that this show was, at least to me, exactly what they sold us on what this show was going to be about. It is kind of leaning more to the darker side of the galaxy, the criminal element. Yeah, we get Maul, which is a little bit softer than we used to. We're not really trying to redeem him or making you feel sorry for him. He's still the bad guy that pushed Daki into Darth Vader. But yeah, his backstory is a little bit sad, but he's still evil.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this show kind of promised, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
Plus, take it 20 steps more. I think, and I love people love saying, oh, give us 20 episode seasons. I don't care if we get episodes that have nothing to do with the story. Doing it this way, being more serialized and not episodic, worked in its favor. It didn't let on since it started. Both of the main dramas with the criminal element, Lawson, that noir kind of detective feeling, plus the force side of it were balanced great, haha, pun intended. But everything worked. My favorite, and the visual design, the music, again, we all know about that.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part and my biggest surprise was the portrayal of the Inquisitors. These are characters that in Rebels they were fine, but they were kind of silly, right? Having Inquisitors there.
They're not really characters. They haven't really been characters.
Yeah, but they gave those two characters that we've seen before. We've seen them die. We know how their story supposedly ends. But they were different. As you were scared for the characters, for our heroes, where they were there. Each of them felt like different characters. Every time they were on the screen, I was mesmerized. What the hell are they gonna do? Their design, again, those two, Marok and who 11th brother, I love their design. They're scary for people that live in the Star Wars universe. The way they acted, being on the hunt, following, trying to get to where the heroes were hiding.
Mm-hmm.
The action worked. Everything about them kind of surprised me. And every time they were on screen, I'm like, I want more of them. Till Darth Vader show up, and then just give me Darth Vader. Which are the same. It's kind of when we heard of Adam Christopher has said this when he was here, and everyone that writes or does anything with Darth Vader, there has to be a balance.
Yeah.
Because if you put Darth Vader in every episode, then this becomes the Darth Vader show and nothing else matters. So I think they used him great. I know people are already asking for a Darth Vader animated series. I don't think Hunting Jedi. I don't think. No, he still needs to be a mystery out there for the galaxy and even for ourselves. So I think in overall the show this season had a great balance of everything that we were promised and what we got. So I'm very happy and surprised. I knew I was gonna love it, even though I'm like, really another Darth Maul show. He's died. I knew I was gonna love it eventually. I didn't expect to love it since it started. I told you like 10 seconds into this, I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna love this show, and I love it all the way through.
Yeah, I think this is the Star Wars TV show, or not TV show, the Star Wars the Star Wars animated show that I like got the quickest into.
Sure.
Like I don't know. It was just such a good show.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So way too early predictions for season 2. I'll be putting you on the spot. I know you love your prediction. I'll start with something easy. Do you think we'll get a time jump, a year or something? Will be full on.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do predictions, I'll do a couple. I feel like will have a time jump. I feel like the show could start with maybe into Devon's training with Maul and them doing jobs for Crimson Dawn and things like that. So yes, time jump, and I feel like the show, like the story will revolve around the whole Crimson Dawn thing and how Maul maybe becomes the thumb on top of what's his name? The
Dryden?
Dryden Boss. Dryden Boss.
Yeah. I have it the same. I think at least it's going to start. I think there's going to be a time jump. I don't know, maybe a year at the most. I think at least the beginning, similar to season 1, that it focused on the criminal element of it. I think somebody Maul reclaiming against his cartels. A lot of focus with Crimson Dawn, because by Solo, which don't make me do math now, I don't know how far Solo is away from this. Darth Maul is leading Crimson Dawn. Dryden Boss is a big shot at that point, but he still has someone to.
Yeah, that's why I say Maul is basically the thumb on top of Dryden Boss.
All right. Oh, look who's here! I love our prima Maul.
Holy crap! Hey, Mo.
How you doing? I'm talking about prediction. She comes in swinging. Mo, we miss you. Thanks for coming. Her prediction is Kira in season 2.
100%. I'll say yes.
Okay, I wasn't go that far, but she's part of Crimson Dawn at this point, if I'm not mistaken. She'll be soon.
I don't know. I feel like it would be super weird if we did a whole Crimson Dawn arc and like Kira
wasn't there. Yeah. Bring Han Solo at some point. Mo, thank you for being here. We miss you. I hope you're doing well.
Did you get tickets for a celebration?
Let us know. How much of I don't care about that. Really, I don't know. Okay, so how much Vader? We already got Vader. I think we got our fill of Vader for a while. I think now we might get the Grand Inquisitor. If the Marok and the 11th brother are not doing too much, I think Vader will send the Grand Inquisitor instead of showing up again.
Yeah, he'll be like, fuck those people. You don't need me. I don't think we'll get much Vader.
Yeah.
I feel like how much Vader did we get in Rebels? I think if it was just like season 1 and 2.
Yeah, whenever he fought Ahsoka, wasn't that it? Maybe showed up at some point.
I don't know. I don't think we. Hey, I'm never gonna say no to more Vader. So if they want to bring him in, good. But like, I don't feel like that's something we need.
Yeah, I think we can get the Grand Inquisitor now that we've kind of established Inquisitors and the Jedi Hunters are their own thing. Yeah, they report to Vader, or there's like the Empire. I think you said it 20 times. There's always kind of a middle manager, or there's always someone else above you or below you. So, yeah, Vader, Grand Inquisitor, and then the other brothers and sisters. I would love to see Reva in this. I think she's I don't know. Yeah, she's still pretty young at this point, I think. So maybe not Reva.
Say Trilla from
Trilla, you want her?
From Fallen Order. Always want more Trilla.
I want to see where Maul is gonna hide that, because we've gone from Janix. I love that we spent the whole season there because I love that planet and that city. I'm gonna see if next season is more planet jumping with Crimson Dawn. Maybe the Hot Cartel comes around. We'll see. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Then to finish off, Oti, Darth Talon has been the big debate since the beginning. We have a pinkish red Twi'lek out there. Will she become Darth Talon, or a version of Darth Talon? Because Maul is not a Sith at this point, so he can't have, like, I'm Darth Maul, you're Darth Talon. I don't have much. I think I already asked you. I can't remember how much you know about the character of Darth Talon. If we could see a version of that, or hey, it's just another Twi'lek that fell to the dark side.
I feel like we could have a version of that. I do like it sometimes when legends thing get brought into canon, but in a different way. So we'll see. But I don't know, because like my mind starts racing. Then like, where is she in Rebels? Where is she during the Galactic Civil War? Where is she during the sequels? So,
between worlds, she's stuck there with Ahsoka.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe things are changing in Lucasfilm. Are they using this to set up her coming back in the sequels to the sequels?
So I saw this. I think the guys from Star Wars Underworld maybe posted this question: will Darth Talon be a villain or a nemesis, antagonist to the Rey Skywalker or whatever is happening on post-sequel trilogy? The thing for me, whatever version of Talon or another dark side user that Devon becomes, I want her to come back to the light side at some point before the series ends.
Yeah, like,
and that she's the one with Kira that leave Maul stranded on Dathomir.
Ooh.
Not Dathomir, on Malak or wherever
Yeah.
you call that planet.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
My impression of Devon is not that she's evil. I don't know. Maybe the show is the Breaking Bad for her, and like she becomes this monster that's unredeemable. So that could happen. But no, I don't think she's like this pure evil person.
Yeah. It depends how far Maul's teaching goes. Again,
because like I don't think Maul is a monster. Like he's not a good guy, but I don't think he's evil. He's just a very selfish guy and a loser.
That's where I don't think he's the best person. If you want to challenge Sidious, Maul is not the guy to be leading. Like he's a blunt instrument, and he's not on top of that echelon when you bring someone like Vader, Kenobi, and it was like he's not the guy.
Yeah, I just he's the kind of guy. For example, there's that moment in episode 9, I think, where he's like, I have no interest in hurting you. And I believe him. I genuinely believe him.
Sure.
Like, of course he has a machination. Of course he doesn't want to hurt them right now because it's not advantageous. But I believe him. So that's kind of where I draw the line.
It's when Rook asked him, hey, what are we going to do with the old guy? And he's like, he's a Jedi master. Have some respect. We need him for now.
Yep, exactly. But like again, that formality, like he has generosity somewhere.
He doesn't kill you without being respectful, at least. All right, Mo didn't get tickets to Celebration, but he's hoping to get some resale. So hopefully, if you're able to go out there, you might see over there.
Oh, Mo, you mean?
Yeah,
I thought you said Maul, and I was like, what?
Maul didn't get tickets to Celebration. They're not even given to their staff. No, Maul didn't get any right now, but hopefully she'll get there. All right, Oti, I think that is it for our show this week. I think we're taking a break next week unless something happens, something big happens. I think what's the social embargo for Mandalorian and Grogu might kind of be breaking next week whenever the premiere is. I'm not sure. I want to say the 14th maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Social embargo and then non-spoiler reviews the week after. But unless something happens, we might take the week off next week, and then
I don't want to do an episode like discussing the reviews.
No, and we usually try to do kind of a speculation, but we're so close. You want to do one?
I'm not gonna say I want to do one, but if you want to do it, I could.
We'll see. But I think we've speculated for the past month and a half, anyways. So I don't know if we need to rethread everything we said today. Already. But we'll be back Saturday, the 23rd, I believe it is, right after Mandalorian Grogu comes out, Friday 22nd. We'll be here with a spoiler review, so make sure to watch it early, subscribe to our channel, and to our podcast so you don't miss it. So, right, Oti, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Mo. Hope you're having a good time over there. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time. Stay safe. Be safe. May the Force be with you. End the transmission.